Imagine this. Your kid comes home, tears streaming down their face, saying, "Mom, I'm the only one in my class who doesn't get math." Your instinct might be to comfort your kid by saying, "Sweetie, that's okay. Even if math isn't your thing, you're great at so many other things." Or maybe it's the night before a big exam and your kid nervously admits, "I'm scared about my test tomorrow." You quickly respond, "Don't be nervous, you'll do great. Just enjoy it." Or when they tell you how upset they are because a friend hurt their feelings, you might feel the urge to say, "It's okay, don't be sad. You'll make new friends." We do this because we want to take away our kids' discomfort and keep them feeling good and happy. But what if trying to keep them happy is actually damaging their future? Let's talk about why prioritizing happiness might be setting your child up for struggles ahead, and what they truly need instead. When we rush to make our kids feel better, we unintentionally send the message, "I'm just as scared of this negative feeling as you are." Over time, kids will make generalizations about which emotions are safe, which emotions they can tolerate, and which emotions need to be shut off immediately as soon as they feel them. When we focus on making our kids happy, we actually start to make them fearful and less tolerant of the other emotions that would inevitably be part of their life. If we make happiness as a goal for childhood, we'll set our kids up for a future filled with anxiety because they have a range of emotions that label as wrong, dangerous, or even scary. Psychologist Paul Ekman identified 6 basic emotions that we as humans all have: happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, and surprise. Notice anything about these? Most of them are what we called negative emotions. Aristotle once said, "Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and to the right degree at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy." This highlights the importance of emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is a fundamental skill for a healthy, balanced life. If our kids never experience the tough emotions, how will they ever learn how to regulate them? Emotional regulation is not about making uncomfortable feelings go away. It's about learning to manage them in healthy and constructive ways. Take nervousness, for example. A bit of it can actually help us focus and stay sharp. This is called productive anxiety, and it helps us to achieve our best without feeling overwhelmed. Anger, when managed well, can actually be a powerful force for positive change. For instance, feeling anger over injustice can inspire someone to take action, advocate for changes, or even bring their community together to make a difference. This kind of controlled anger, which leads to positive outcomes, is known as constructive anger. Emotional regulation is about being able to recognize, understand, and deal with a range of emotions, both the positive and the negative ones. If kids are taught to avoid or quickly get rid of negative emotions, they miss out on the chance to build crucial emotional regulation skills like calming themselves down, rethinking their reactions, or expressing their feelings in a healthy way. Prioritizing happiness can also hurt our kids' resilience. Resilience comes from being able to experience, sit with, and manage a full range of emotions, not from running away from them. Emotional resilience, or the ability to handle adversity and manage stress, is essential for handling life's ups and downs. If kids don't learn to sit with and work through difficult emotions, they may struggle to cope with setbacks or disappointments as they get older. Focusing too much on making kids happy can also lead to overprotecting them. In the book How to Raise an Adult, Julie Lythcott-Haims argues that parents who are over-concerned with their kids' happiness often fall into helicopter parenting. They jump in too quickly to solve problems or make decisions for their kids, hoping to spare them from difficult emotions like frustration or sadness. But these tough experiences are essential for building problem-solving skills, decision-making skills, confidence, and independence, qualities all kids need to thrive as adults. So what should parents do? Here are 3 things to consider. Number 1, help your kids build emotional regulation skills. When our kids experience strong or negative emotions, they need us to spend time with them and guide them through it. One powerful tool for this is the AVP method, created by Dr. Becky Kennedy, a clinical psychologist known as the Millennial Parenting Whisperer by Time magazine. The AVP method is a simple 3-step process. A is for acknowledge. Name the emotion your child is feeling. For example, say, I see you are feeling really angry right now. This shows your child that you understand what they are going through and are tuned in to their experience. V is for validate. Let them know it's okay to feel what they are feeling. For example, you might say, I can understand why you're feeling frustrated. When things don't go the way you expected, it can be really upsetting. This assures them that their feelings are normal, understandable, and make sense. P is for permit. Allow them to stay in that emotion and let them know they are safe, even if they're having tough or negative feelings. Remind them there is no emergency here. You can handle this. To make this process even easier, Dr. Becky recommends 3 simple lines parents can use whenever their child shares or shows negative feelings. The first line is, I'm so glad you're talking to me about this. This statement acknowledges and accepts their feelings, showing them it's okay to open up. The second line is, I believe you, meaning that you believe that your child is genuinely feeling what they are feeling, and you believe that their feelings make sense. It validates their experience and lets them know that their feelings are real and legitimate. The third line is, tell me more. By inviting them to talk more, you are giving them permission to sit with and explore their emotions safely. For example, the night before your daughter's swimming competition, she comes to you and says, Mom, I don't want to go to the competition tomorrow. I'm scared. Can I quit? You might respond, I'm so glad you came to talk to me about this. I believe you when you say you are scared, and it's okay to feel that way. It sounds like you're feeling nervous about your swim competition, which makes sense. Most people feel nervous or even anxious before a competition, especially one that they care about and want to do well in. Can you tell me more about how you're feeling and why? Let's sit with this for a little bit. Your daughter might then open up about her nerves, and you simply listen as she shares her feelings. If she's open to it, you can help her reframe her emotions and introduce some emotional regulation techniques. You might say, it's actually a good thing that you are feeling a bit nervous right now because that energy can help you focus and perform your best tomorrow. Let's take some deep breaths together and see how you feel. By doing this, you encourage her to view her nervousness as something manageable and even helpful, turning it into an advantage rather than a barrier. Number 2, parents can make a habit of discussing emotions as they arise in everyday life, openly naming and exploring them. This includes not only talking about their children's emotions, but also sharing the parents' own emotions. For example, a parent may say how disappointed they feel when they miss an important event or when things don't go as planned. This helps children understand that emotions are a natural and normal part of being human. Encouraging children to recognize and accept their feelings rather than avoiding them helps lay the foundation for emotional resilience and teaches them that all emotions, whether positive or negative, are valid and meaningful. Number 3, parents can guide their children in finding meaning in all kinds of experience. Renowned psychologist Viktor Frankl, in his groundbreaking work, Man's Search for Meaning, emphasized that pursuing meaning rather than happiness leads to a more fulfilling life. Frankl argues that when we focus on finding meaning in our experiences, whether good or bad, we are more likely to achieve lasting contentment and well-being. For example, whenever your kids face challenges or setbacks, encourage them to reflect on both the positives and negatives of the experience and explore what they can learn from it. In conclusion, this is not about downplaying happiness, but about nurturing a well-rounded emotional foundation, one that includes resilience, adaptability, and the ability to find meaning in both the highs and lows of life. What our children truly need is not just a happy childhood, but a childhood that allows them to experience and learn to manage all kinds of emotions, both good and bad. By helping our kids embrace and navigate their emotions, we are giving them the tools to thrive no matter what life throws their way. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share. As a one-person team, every bit of support helps motivate me to keep making more videos like this. Thank you. Keep learning, keep growing, and together we'll be better moms and dads.